Hey guys, it's just Charlotte here again from Dragonfly Soul Healing. So, I wanted to just come have a quick talk with you guys because I went through some weird shit today and I kind of wanted to be vulnerable for a second and talk to you guys about it because I know that I'm not alone. I know that I wasn't alone today because of my accountability partner who helped me kind of get out of my pity party later in the day when I eventually opened my phone and allowed myself to be honest with where I was at. But I wanted to talk to you guys for a second because when you guys see me, you usually see this happy, go lucky, everything's great. I'm usually cheering you guys on. I'm always going through some kind of I usually have a talk and I'm usually kind of giving you guys perspective. And so I want you guys to also see the other side of this healing aspect that I go through because I know that I'm not alone in it, and maybe my truth will help you see your own truth, be more honest about your truth, whatever. So when I go through major downloads where it's time to up level to a new phase of where I'm going in my spiritual journey, I go really low. I go to the lowest points where I'm actually suicidal. And so this is not like a pity party, feel bad for Charlotte text, because I do enough of that when I go through this. Okay, guys, this is actually just honest to God truth. I go through that phase of recognition of how hard things might be and how uncomfortable things might be in the next level of where I'm going, that I just want to check out. And so that was something that I really went through this morning. I woke up hating life, going through really dark stuff in a super victim mentality, and I was questioning if I've done enough work to be free of the Bardo so that I could just exit this earth, because the next step is going to be hard, just like every new level is. I sat by the river for an hour just kind of crying and listening to music and just feeling sorry for myself, thinking all the bad thoughts instead of actually digging into my work and doing it. I was like, I don't even want to clear nothing today. I don't care about anything. I just want to feel sorry for myself, and kind of sat there on the river giving the universe that talk of I need some kind of sign that this stuff's going to get better or whatever it is, because I couldn't see past my own darkness. And so how many of you guys go through that? I know I'm not alone, and maybe it's not necessarily suicidal, but that is what I'm recognizing today. I didn't realize it, but that's always kind of my exit strategy that shows up, and I'm not the type of person that's willing to actually go through with it. The thoughts just show up. What if I could just check out and try again? Have I done enough work? What is the point of all of this? A lot of these questions come into my head. And so I'm just kind of being really raw and honest with you guys, because I'm asking you guys to start being more vulnerable on this page and start commenting and posting and doing more. And the only way for us to fully embrace that is if I am also being extremely vulnerable. So this is kind of what I went through this morning. Normally I go through several days of it where I really go to a dark place. I had my sad songs playlist on. I usually go through it for 3-4 days, maybe even a week. But luckily I have an accountability partner who checked in on me today a few times, and it took me several hours to answer, but when I eventually did and we started talking, she was also going through the same kind of downloads of shifting gears, uncomfortable in her body, where there was a lot of stuff going on in her energy field, and the headaches and stuff like that, stuff that I'm going through as well. And so I was able to get out of it a little bit quicker. I'm still kind of you know what, today I didn't do any work. I'm going to finish watching this documentary I started. I'm kind of just digging into some knowledge movies so that I'm still gaining information but not doing any work. I'm just letting these downloads shift. And so if you guys are going through those really rough times where you're struggling and stuff, this is why I'm asking you guys to start being a little bit more vulnerable, to start finding ways that you can do this emotional release, find these clearing statements, find the cycles, right? Because now that I see that my habit is to literally be like, I want to be done, let's just exit strategy this. Now I can actually track into why is this where I go, right? Why is this? Some people like sabotage. That's where the drinking comes in, and the drugs and sex. We have sex with people, or we go to the gym regularly, or we're constantly working, or just in avoidance of doing our work in general when we're asked to step to that next level. And so where do you guys sabotage? Like when you go through this really dark phase where you have no money and it feels like nothing's showing up for you and everything's falling apart around you, what is your go-to? Let's start digging into that to figure out why we sabotage ourselves when we know that the next level brings us something really beautiful. Because that's what I'm in avoidance of, is one, having to be uncomfortable for a little bit to move to this next level. What if I have to let go of all of my friends, everybody who I've known and loved forever? I'm going to downsize the Dragonfly page. I had almost 600 people, yet only like 35 of you so far have commented. So I'm only reaching maybe 100 to 200 of the almost 600 people. So why am I holding this space for all these people that can't even see what I'm posting? What if I am actually holding, or what if all these people that are on my page to make my big page a big page are actually taking away from the new people that are ready to come in to grow and expand with us? So this is why I'm like, time to downsize the Dragonfly page, time to kind of reboot things, time to start stepping to a new level. But you know what that did? It scared me and made me want to hide back in my hole and be like, I just want to read tarot cards and kind of pretend like I don't know anything again, because that was so much easier than all of this stuff I know now that I'm trying to reintegrate into myself so that I can actually share with you guys. And so there's a lot of things happening here, and I really want you guys to pay attention to your side of this story too. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here for you guys to feel sorry for me, because again, like I said, I do a good job of that on my own over here. So what I want is for you guys to also be just as accountable for your truth as I am right now, as raw and vulnerable. You don't necessarily have to comment it on the page, but I would love for you to do that, because everybody on my page wants the best for everybody on my page. Nobody wants to self-sabotage. So nobody wants to see you fall apart and break down, unless that's like for a good thing, like today, where I'm breaking down because I'm moving forward into something much better and brighter and more beautiful, right? So that's where I'm at today. So I hope this guy helps you guys a little bit, kind of give you new perspectives, helps you see me from a different perspective, where I'm not just always this happy, cheery, go lucky, spiritual person who's always in like perfect land. I'm not always in perfect land. In fact, I'm less perfect land than normal. Like what you guys think and see from me isn't full truth. I mean, I'm raw and real, but there's also deeper layers of this that you guys don't see. So you got a touch of it today. Anyways, I hope this helps you guys, and we will chat soon. Take care.